One man is waiting on his fourth engine. A 2026 model died at 2,275 miles. Over 1,100 engines are on backorder right now across General Motors dealerships nationwide. This is not a glitch. This is not bad luck. This is a full-blown disaster. And GM is still selling these trucks today. The numbers don't lie. Let's talk numbers, because the scale of this problem is staggering. One service advisor at a GM dealership recently told a customer that over 1,100 engines are on backorder system-wide at General Motors right now. Not 11, not 110, 1,100. That means over 1,000 people across the country are sitting without their trucks and SUVs. Vehicles they paid $70,000, $80,000, even $100,000 for just waiting. Waiting for an engine that may or may not show up in 6 to 8 weeks. And that backorder number? That's just what one service advisor knew about. The real number is almost certainly higher. Inside the Facebook group called GM 6.2-liter bearing and engine failure 2019 through 2026, owners are sharing their horror stories daily. One member, Christine Matisiak, reports having a brand new engine installed at just 27,000 miles. Another member posted a photo of a 2026 model on a flatbed, a 2026, with the caption simply 2026 model. No words needed. Real people, real stories. But forget the statistics for a second. Let's talk about real people, real families, real money. Because behind every one of these engine failures is someone who trusted General Motors with a massive financial decision and got burned. Meet Mike. Mike posted on May 15th that he is currently waiting on his fourth engine. Let that sink in. His first engine lasted 1,100 miles. His second made it to 6,000 miles. His third got to 53,000 miles. And now he's on a wait list, with 2 trucks ahead of him. One commenter said, "Do yourself a favor. When you get the new engine, trade it in as fast as you can." Another asked, "Curious why you kept it after the second engine?" And honestly, that's a fair question. But here's the thing. People keep these trucks because they love them. The Silverado, the Tahoe, the Escalade. These are aspirational vehicles. People save up for years to buy them. They're proud of them. And GM has been exploiting that loyalty for years. Here's a 2026 model. 4,200 miles on the odometer. Engine died on the interstate. The tow truck driver told the owner he'd hauled several of these into the dealership recently. Before they bought the truck, they specifically asked the dealership, "Has the engine issue been fixed on the 2026 models?" The salesperson looked them in the eye and said yes. They lied. And it's not just trucks. A 2023 Cadillac Escalade, a vehicle that starts at over $80,000, seized up on the highway at just 35,000 miles. The owner reported that the sudden engine failure caused cars behind them to swerve. Fortunately, no collision. But think about that for a second. A seized engine at highway speed is not just an inconvenience, it is a life-threatening event. One commenter put it perfectly. Kia and Hyundai weren't even this bad. James Petty posted a photo of his 2022 Escalade being loaded onto a flatbed. 70,000 miles. Engine gone. His local dealer in Kansas City told him there are 6 Escalades sitting on their lot right now waiting for engine replacements. And some of them are 2026 models. The estimated wait time? 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks without your vehicle, without your truck, without the thing you're still making payments on. The replacement engine problem. Now here's where this story gets even darker. Because you'd think, okay, engine failed, GM replaces it under warranty, problem solved, move on, right? Wrong. The replacement engines are failing too. Multiple owners have reported that their replacement engines, the ones GM put in after the first failure, have also seized, also ticked, also died. And there's a reason for that. General Motors, in many cases, is not installing brand new engines. They're installing remanufactured engines, rebuilt units, and those rebuilt units are carrying the same fundamental design flaws as the originals. John Lowry posted that his 2023 Trailboss, with just under 30,000 miles, is headed to the dealership. He's been told the turnaround could be 90 days, 3 months, because there are other trucks ahead of him in line. He mentioned another truck that's already been waiting for a motor for 90 days. This is the reality of owning a GM 6.2-liter right now. and some owners aren't waiting around. This owner had their 2024 Trailboss engine fail at just 23,000 miles. They tried to pursue lemon law in Nebraska and hit a wall. Eventually, they traded the truck in for a 2500 series just to get out from under it. They shared their story specifically to warn other owners. That's what this community has become. People warning each other because GM isn't warning them. The scope: 2019 through 2026. Let's be very clear about the scope of this problem. We are not talking about one model year. We are not talking about one vehicle. The GM 6.2-liter engine failure crisis spans 2019 Silverados and Sierras, 2020 Tahoes and Suburbans, 2021 Escalades, 2022 Yukons, 2023 Tahoes, 2024 Silverados, 2025 High Countries, and yes, 2026 models. Brand new 2026 vehicles with under 5,000 miles are showing up on flatbeds. Jerry Lower posted about his 2023 Chevy Tahoe with the 6.2-liter. Engine failure at 36,000 miles. Rolled away on a flatbed. One commenter, Charles Sanders, wrote, "GM needs to learn how to produce quality products like Toyota." And that comment is hitting different right now because Toyota, for all its recent issues, has never had a flagship engine crisis at this scale. And now the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, is getting involved. Kevin Cahill, a top contributor in the GM engine failure group, posted in October 2025, urging owners to report their issues directly to the NTSB. He noted that the investigation is expanding beyond the originally identified 2020 through 2024 model years, and that similar problems have been observed in 2019 and 2026 vehicles. His message was simple: report your issues. Force GM to be truthful. The recall and who it leaves out. Now, GM did issue a recall, but here's the problem with that recall: it doesn't cover everyone. The current recall focuses on a specific range of model years, but 2025 and 2026 owners are largely being left out. And yet, we are seeing 2025 and 2026 engines failing at alarming rates. A 2025 High Country with 12,000 miles. A 2026 Escalade 5 with 2,275 miles. A 2026 Silverado on a flatbed. These are not covered under the existing recall. These owners are being told to wait, being told it's not their problem, being told the issue was fixed. Samantha Hartman posted about her 2024 Yukon Denali needing its second engine replacement in less than 2 years. She was originally told the engine noises were normal. They were not normal. She's now asking the question that thousands of owners are asking: where is the class action lawsuit? Well, Samantha, it's coming. The lawsuit. On April 23rd, a new class action lawsuit was filed targeting GM's 6.2-liter engine failures. The lawsuit covers owners and lessees of 2021 through 2025 GM vehicles equipped with the 6.2-liter V8. And while the 2026 models aren't listed yet, it is almost certain they will be added. The lawsuit is being tracked at topclassactions.com. If you own or have owned one of these vehicles and experienced engine failure, you may be eligible to join. We'll put the link in the description. But here's the honest truth about lawsuits. They take years. They pay out pennies on the dollar, and they don't get your truck back on the road. The most powerful thing you can do right now is vote with your wallet. The bigger picture. Why is this happening? So why is this happening? How does a company like General Motors, a company that's been building engines for over 100 years, end up in a situation where their flagship V8 is grenading at 4,000 miles? There are a few theories. The first is the DFM, Dynamic Fuel Management System, introduced in 2019. This cylinder deactivation technology, which shuts down cylinders to save fuel, has been linked to accelerated wear on the main bearings and crankshaft. The system cycles on and off constantly, and the oil pressure fluctuations it creates appear to be starving the bearings of lubrication at critical moments. The second theory is workforce experience. After 2020, manufacturing facilities across the industry saw massive turnover. Experienced workers retired or left. New, less experienced workers took their place. And when you're building complex engines with tight tolerances, experience matters. Missing oil pickup tubes, improperly seated components, These are the kinds of mistakes that happen when institutional knowledge walks out the door. The third theory, and this one is darker, is that GM simply knew and chose profit over people. The 6.2-liter goes into their most expensive, highest-margin vehicles. The Escalade, the High Country, the Denali. These are $80,000 to $100,000 trucks. The profit margins are enormous, and as long as people kept buying them, and they did, there was no financial incentive to fix the problem. One viewer in the comments said it best: "We cheated you. We got 93,000 miles on our Escalade 6.2-liter before the engine took a major dump and had to be replaced at a tune of $13,500. $13,500 out of pocket on a vehicle they already paid six figures for. What should you do right now? If you own a GM vehicle with a 6.2-liter engine, here is exactly what you need to do right now. Number 1, go to nhtsa.gov and file a complaint. Every complaint filed strengthens the case for a broader recall and forces GM's hand. It takes 5 minutes and it matters. Number 2, document everything. Every noise, every warning light, every conversation with your dealer. Write it down, date it, keep records. If you end up in a lemon law claim or a class action, documentation is everything. Number 3, if your engine is making a metallic ticking or knocking sound, do not ignore it. Do not wait. That sound is the beginning of the end for these engines. Get to a dealer immediately and demand it be documented in writing. Number 4, if you are currently shopping for a GM truck or SUV with a 6.2-liter, do not buy it. Not a 2024, not a 2025, not a 2026, not until GM has definitively proven the issue is resolved, and they have not done that. Consider a Ford Expedition, a Jeep Wagoneer, or a Ram 1500 TRX. There are alternatives. Number 5, join the class action. Go to topclassactions.com. If you're eligible, sign up. The more people who join, the more pressure on GM to do the right thing. Do not drive. The transfer case recall. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, GM issued a brand new do not drive recall. This time it's not the engine, it's the transfer case. Certain 2026 Silverados, Tahoes, and Suburbans are being recalled because they may be missing an oil pickup tube inside the transfer case, causing front or rear wheels to lock up completely without any warning. At highway speed, no alert, no time to react, just sudden, violent lockup. GM traces the defect back to supplier Magna Powertrain to Mexico. They're claiming only 66 vehicles are affected right now. But remember, they said the same thing about the engine recall before it exploded into thousands of cases. Also caught in this recall, 2015 through 2020 full-size SUVs that received replacement transfer cases, meaning even older vehicles that already had repairs done are now compromised again. So here's where we stand with General Motors right now. Engines are grenading, replacement engines are also failing, transmissions are blowing at 64,000 miles, and now wheels are locking up at highway speed. This is not a recall. This is a pattern, and that pattern has a name. It's called a quality crisis. The loyalty problem. Here's what makes this story genuinely sad. GM built incredible trucks for decades. The 2000 to 2015 era Silverados, Yukons, Denalis, those trucks were workhorses. People got 200,000 or 300,000 miles out of them. They were rebuilt, handed down, driven into the ground in the best possible way. That's why people still love GM. That's why they keep going back. But GM has been living off that goodwill for years while quietly cutting corners, and now the bill is coming due. The trust that took 30 years to build is being destroyed one tow truck photo at a time. One commenter nailed it. Replacing a faulty engine with another faulty engine isn't going to fix anything. You'd think the geniuses at GM would know that. Silverados used to be the best trucks out there. Used to be. That phrase is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. Fourth engines. 1,100 units on backorder. 2026 models failing at 2,000 miles. GM's 6.2-liter disaster isn't slowing down. It's accelerating. Stop buying these engines. File your complaints. Join the lawsuit. Vote with your wallet. Because the only language GM understands is money. And right now, it's time to stop giving them yours. And if you enjoyed the content, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.